You're listening to Reality in 5D with your host, Matt.
And Courtney.
And today we're recapping Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 17, Episode 2, Rumors and Raised Eyebrows. How are you liking Atlanta so far? We're 2 episodes in,
I like it.
I feel like they're coming in strong.
They are. I do kind of miss, Kenya.
Ooh, totally miss Kenya.
Yeah. But I'm liking some of the new girls. I like Cave Michelle.
I love K. Michelle and I love Pinky Cole.
Pinky. Yes, yes. I love Pinky. We got to learn a little bit more about Pinky this episode, and I really liked that, especially being vegans.
Mm-hmm.
I support that whole vegan entrepreneurship,
I think Porscha
her
stays.
struggle and everything.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I just feel like Porscha stays carrying the cast.
Yeah, she definitely does. Bringing the tea and the dirty tea.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it starts out at the tea house lunch, and the mess just starts immediately. We've got Portia, Kelly, and K. Michelle being fake polite and instantly toxic. The ladies meet for a calm lunch. K. Michelle casually drops that Drew's mystery man has also been in her DMs.
Oh.
Planting seeds for even more drama to come, which,
Mm-hmm.
Which more to touch on that later in the episode. And Kelly allegedly said Portia messes with married men.
Now, she was looking for a reaction when she said that, for sure. And I was kind of proud of Kelly for not giving her that reaction. But
Yeah, but then she flips it and
yeah,
says that Kelly is the one who's currently dealing with a married man. So now that tension is thick.
yeah.
Shady and very Atlanta. I love it.
Oh, spilling all the tea. I mean, she went there. She understood the assignment.
She didn't.
She
This was
definitely did.
definitely the main feud ignition point of the entire episode.
And I kind of agree with Portia when she was like, I thought we had handled it and it was basically done. And for Kelly to come back after the fact, after she had time to process what had happened, and then have, names to call Portia. What did she call her? Horsha?
Yeah, low blow.
You should have addressed that at the time. I was like, okay, you know what? She took it, she handled it, she with grace, and I thought they had moved on. It seemed kind of swept under the rug, or maybe she wasn't threatened by it. I wasn't sure, but I thought, okay, all right. I applaud how you handled this. You're at an upscale restaurant, but then to come back and tell people how she completely fabricated a different story when she told other people what she had said, and I was like, Portia, and she didn't say any of that, and then was slinging names at her. That was interesting.
She had time for it to settle in.
Do you think maybe Shamia was in her ear?
I definitely
Do you think that she
think
might have riled
Shamia
her
was
up?
It's like Shamia hops from one lap to another lap.
What do they call her, Shamesi?
Right. Portia then reflects on her dating life, and this is kind of what I had heard and what I was getting at last episode. She admits that she's dipped in the lady pond, and at Drew's movie, she dies in the first 25 minutes or something. Production
It was
calls
10
it out.
minutes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Portia introduces one of her dates or one of her love interests, and that's when Phaedra said it was very Atlanta, remember?
Oh, yes.
But I thought so. And then we have Kelly's restaurant opening, which that was kind of interesting, to be honest. I feel like
I felt her stress for her. Her speech brought me to tears for her. I was really moved by her speech when she said that she didn't want to come that day. She and almost didn't, but then still made it.
Well,
And
even Pinky Cole kind of pulls her aside and is like, listen, I know what the struggle is like. I'm here for you. Sorry I left you on red. I was going through a lot. Because you do see like Pinky Cole's restaurant
go through the highs and
story, and
lows.
she talks about
Yeah.
her highs and lows and how she just bought her company back and started it over. And that was interesting as well. I mean, I even tried to looked into buying her stuff, and I think it's only available at certain Targets. But
Oh,
yeah, and her
we'll
domain,
check for sure.
yeah, her website was available, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Available to purchase, so I don't know if like she's back on that level.
She said she bought her company back and was like had all new management, all new people, all new, even knew her. So
I want to try it. I
um,
really do.
I will. I would support that. I really like how this season they're all really supportive of each other and they've been able to get over petty dramas and squabbles a lot easier and faster than ever before or any other branch of Housewives.
Yeah. And they're a really good cast. I mean, even like the new people starting off.
Yeah.
And back up because I feel like Angela stirred the pot. And Angela's stirring the pot a lot this season. She's giving Lisa Rinna of Atlanta. She came in ready.
Yes.
And she's the one who told Porscha that Kelly called her Horsha at Drew's event. Remember?
Mm.
And so Portia doesn't show up to this grand opening to Kelly's restaurant. So the grand opening of Nana's Chicken and Waffles, her second location, most of them do show up, but Portia's noticeably absent, and instead she sends that huge bouquet of flowers, and the card reads, "Congrats, Kelly. P.S. We need to talk." Okay, that is iconic. Kelly is not amused, but you know what? Portia brings great TV.
Yes.
She's carrying it. That was iconic. She knew it was going to be iconic. She delivered.
I mean, would you? She wants to support her friend and, being a woman and a business owner. And I love that. I love how they stand on business and support each other no matter how they are feeling or what drama is going on. But would you go to someone's event that called you those kind of names?
No, I definitely wouldn't. So Kelly is not amused about the flowers. She calls them broken flowers from a broken person, and the entire group is gagged.
I mean, she was hoping for her to order some food. She wanted the money. She didn't want the flowers.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, and then Cynthia calls Portia during the event and then hands the phone right over to Kelly. I mean, what should have been a congratulation turns into a passive aggressive shade, awkward tension moment with Kelly shutting it down.
I mean, it was hard to go there, I'm sure, with her, especially on that day. She had gone through a lot. I mean, poor girl was barely hanging on by a thread that day.
Well, and Shamia's mom was at that event, and she keeps trying to like mediate the fight between
Oh, her and Drew?
Shamia and
Yeah.
Drew, and was like
It
preaching, and
was
like
weird.
it was like really strange. Like leave the moms out of it. I don't know. That was strange.
I thought it was funny and ironic that Drew was like, "We're gonna make you proud," and she's like, "Yes," and then like at the end of the event, she's over there like you were so mean to me, and the mom had to step in again. I was like, mm-hmm. That's exactly why her mom showed up,
Yeah.
stepping in to fight Shmia's battles.
Drew had a lot of messy moments this episode. Back when they were at her movie premiere and Portia shows up with her new girlfriend. Do we have a name?
Oh, what
Is
did
it
she?
Sway?
Yeah,
Sway.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when Portia shows up with Sway, Drew is like, "You're taking a page out of my book," and I'm like, "Oh, hold on a minute! Didn't we spend an entire season pretending like that wasn't
Mm-hmm.
actually a reality?" And then she like side diss mentions it or like
When she thinks it's
sidebar,
safe or
yeah.
cool. Oh, Portia's coming out. Oh, this must be my time. Let me jump on that bandwagon.
Like Portia said, it was like Atlanta's worst kept secret. Like it's been all over the show
Yeah.
with her,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it
they
wasn't even
showed
a
like
big deal.
several different like scenarios. So I was like, oh, I guess it was right in our face.
Yeah, messy Drew constantly. And I heard that she recently just got court ordered to leave the home. So
Oh.
Ralph is moving upstairs.
She got court ordered to
Yeah.
leave.
It makes me wonder what's really going on there.
Yeah, because that's not an average situation there.
And then Kay Michelle
Ooh.
missed Kelly's opening because she was performing at the Academy of Country and Music Honors in
Yes, queen.
Nashville. Yeah. And I wish we could have got to see her sing. I did look her up on Spotify to see
Yeah,
what we were dealing with. And
we
they
had
were,
to listen to Drew sing, but they wouldn't let us listen to Kay
I
Michelle.
know, and she's like actually really talented. And what should have been a big career moment for her ends in the emergency room. And
Yeah.
I mean, she goes on to what she said. She was sitting on the couch, and when she went to stand up, she like everything
Oh
was
my
wet. She
God.
was numb from the waist down, and they cleaned her up, and she still went out there and performed, and then took her to the
She
emergency
said she
room
thought she was dying. She didn't even know what was happening.
to her body, yeah, or
I
anything.
mean, I'm sure with that infection, she could have went septic. The fact that they were like, go home and we'll call you randomly, I was like, oh man, oh, they're trying to get her in as like soon as possible.
Yeah, so, I mean, these complications from a past cosmetic procedure, which she ends up
Yeah,
saying was illegal silicone injections to
yeah,
make her butt bigger. And that was a really vulnerable moment for K. Michelle,
yeah.
honestly, to open up and talk about that. You know,
Definitely the most
she's,
serious, non-shady moment of the episode.
oh, for sure. And I felt for her. She's done a really good job. Like, she's like really putting herself out there this season. Brand new
Yeah,
castmate, like, not afraid to
yeah, that was so
bring
brave.
it.
And
Absolutely.
to like bring us there, like most people, I feel like on this show, they try to hide anything that they see as like a flaw to their image.
Hmm.
And I thought that was so real and just, it made me feel for her.
Yeah, they said she'll need reconstructive
Oh,
surgery.
I hope the best for her. That's just
Absolutely.
the worst situation that could possibly happen. So I'm glad that she's okay and hopefully healed
Yeah,
and moved on. And this is a thing of the past.
for sure. I really liked that this episode we did get to learn a lot more about Pinky Cole as well.
Yes.
I'm like really eager to try to find one of her food trucks or one of her restaurants. We're gonna have to make a tour of Atlanta.
I really like her
I
energy
haven't been in
too.
a while.
Did we do their zodiacs?
Oh no, oh gosh. Okay, well we dropped the ball. We're gonna have to look into the Real Housewives of Atlanta Zodiacs, the new girl. I feel like we did, I just don't remember. What was K Michelle?
Okay, Michelle. Was she a Virgo? She's giving me Virgo energy. Maybe a Libra. Maybe a cusp. I could see
I
that.
think she's a Libra, but who knows? I think that's because she gives me Cardi energy. I swear, I've said it before, but it's like the
Porscha is a Cancer. Shamia is a Taurus, I believe. Drew is a Taurus. I know there was like a bunch of Tauruses.
mm,
Let's see. Who else? Who else? Cynthia is a Capricorn, I think. Or a Pisces. Is she a Pisces? There were a few Pisces. I think Kelly is a Pisces.
what's
Hmm.
Angela?
Angela. Hmm.
Well, she came in swinging. She's like, I got my freshman season out of the way. I am ready to come in here, start the pod, get messy, make sure I'm here for a couple more years. She's
Heck yeah.
bringing it. She upped the glam too. So
She did. She did. I wonder what she is. I'm gonna guess an earth sign as well. She's got to be like a Capricorn or a Taurus. Hmm. And then Phaedra obviously is a Scorpio.
Phaedra, I just am not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not here for it.
Even the confrontation between Angela and Phaedra, that was,
I don't get it. Who does she think she is? Like the Dawn? I don't
yeah,
know.
she's given that. Yeah, she does think she could use some humble pie. I definitely agree with that. And for her to be like, I hope we find out who actually did that. And I'm like, oh, she already knows who did
You
that.
did it.
It
She's
was
just
you.
moving forward.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
I think it's going to be a really good season. I feel like there's so many of them that it's going to have to stretch out for us to get to know everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I really want to know. And who was the other girl at the table with Kelly and Portia?
There was another girl at the table.
Yeah, there's three of them at the table for the dirty tea. When she was
Oh,
like,
that was K Michelle.
that was K Michelle. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I didn't realize we were talking about the tea. I thought you meant,
Is
yeah.
K Michelle a Pisces too? She might be a Pisces. I might
That
have
would
to
make
rescind
sense with the
that.
music.
Yeah. And the fact that she's able to bring me to like that emotional state, I feel like she's got to be,
Mm-hmm.
that's watery right there.
Well, she opened up. She's like, I
She
admitted I
sure
already
did.
had it and I wanted more. And then,
Oh,
I mean, it's easy with the media.
for sure. It is. And especially in Atlanta, I'm sure
Hmm.
that's,
And I feel like in Hollywood in general, she's in the music industry.
yeah.
She's on TV. There's always going to be that like chase to keep up and keep up appearances. I feel like this episode left us with a lot of unresolved issues though, because I feel like Portia's now beefing with Kelly, and that's just getting started. She's
Hmm.
been beefing with Shamia. Um,
And Kelly and
Drew,
Shamia are
that's
like besties.
suspicious. And
Drew's
then
always
I
suspicious.
know K Michelle's health is a serious concern, so we're probably like, are we gonna? Well, I'm assuming we're gonna get to see that since they put that on there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
The journey.
and I want to. I hoped that we get to actually see her perform and see some more of her music. If I had to sit through Drew singing that awkward song to Ralph at that reunion, like you said, oh my God, yes,
Uh-huh.
K Michelle. Um, Mess and vulnerability. I mean, that's like the key takeaways.
Yes, exactly. But we love a nice mess and vulnerable moment, don't we?
Mm-hmm. And I loved that Broken Flowers iconic moment. P.S. We need to talk.
I like when Shamia was like, "How is everybody getting over these dramas so quickly? I need to see it. I need to know what they're doing."
Why did I have to do it on TV? Why did everyone put my feet to the fire?
I thought that was hilarious. So I hope she got some resolution seeing that video or that last episode.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Well, I'm excited. There's so much more to come for Atlanta. We're only 2 episodes in, so we've got a lot.
Yeah. It's only just begun.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to another episode of Reality in 5D with Matt.
And Courtney.
Bye.
Bye.